A local fireman was recognized for his efforts this evening during the Broome County Firefighters Association meeting at the O.L. Davis Fire Company in Endwell. Assistant Chief Matthew Grafton of the Endwell Fire Department was given this year's Firefighter of the Year award for demonstrating exceptional skill and bravery during an emergency response call last July, which resulted in Grafton saving a life in the process. 12 News got the chance to talk to Grafton, who mentioned this recognition is extra special.
I did receive this award 20 years ago for assisting a fellow firefighter during operations of a house fire. To be the recipient of it once is a huge acknowledgement and a calling. To get it twice is something that I never would have even imagined to receive.
Officials at the ceremony say the incident Grafton is being recognized for is only one example of the dedication he has to his community, as he's always ready to answer a service call.